Hey everyone, today I wanted to make a quick beginner's guide for Deadlock. If you don't know what Deadlock is a third-person shooter MOBA game being made by Valve, and it's currently in early access. But before we get into the guide, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Alright, let's get into the guide. Okay, part 1. Let's talk about selecting your character and winning your lane. Sorry for the slow uploads. I've been obsessed with watching this Japanese guy asking Japanese people what they think of foreigners, and it turns out they think we're kind of cool, but also we're kind of smelly and we don't shower enough. I don't know where they would get that idea from. But okay, so starting with characters. The easiest thing is just try them all. It's like the simplest answer. You definitely just want to try them all. You can go to the sandbox and run around and try all the skills, make a full build and see where their power is. Really useful tool. I also suggest just playing one in a match because you'll get the authentic feel from how strong they are in lane at the beginning of the game to how powerful they can become by the end. All right. So now that we got that figured out, let's get you into the game and win in your lane. Okay, so to start, how do you find a build? The simplest answer is they give you a default build. Valve does. It's terrible. Don't use it. You're going to want to click on this public tab here, and there are trending popular builds, and all kinds of things in there. When you're just starting out, yeah, it's probably best just to pick one of those. See which one you like. Has either more focus on bullet damage or spirit damage, depending on what you want to do there. In a later guide, I'm going to go over making your own builds because for me, I think that's probably the best route. And I've already started making builds for my favorite characters based on my playstyle and how I like to play them. All right, starting on lane. So you have these little minion creatures. You know, it's a MOBA. They're trying to go your way. You're trying to go their way. You need to kill the creatures to get experience and souls. Souls is the currency to buy items in the game. Now, they did some interesting things with these minions. If you shoot them to death, you'll see that a soul will pop out of their body, and you need to then confirm that soul by shooting it with a bullet or by meleeing it, as you saw there. Now, if you melee the enemy minion, it automatically gives you the full amount of souls. It automatically gives you the full currency, so that's good. Now, when you shoot a minion, because the soul leaves the body, the enemy player can also see that soul and actually can shoot it first and steal it from you. It's called denying. So they can deny your souls there. You lose currency, they gain currency, you know, yada, yada, yada. Very simple shit. So you want to be meleeing the enemies as much as possible to get, you know, free confirm. Don't have to worry about the soul leaving the body. But if you do have to shoot the souls, you want to make sure that you have a strategy in mind to also guarantee that you get that soul. As you can see here, I'm getting my ass kicked pretty bad. But I'll give you another hot MOBA tip that everyone seems to not care about. Don't give up. Like, I see so many people give up in these types of games. Spoiler alert, I end up getting really huge and we destroy and we win the game. But it's because I didn't give up. Yeah, I'm getting my ass burnt right now, but that doesn't mean the game is over. There's other teammates who are doing better, or maybe worse. Maybe our team has better team fight and we just started losing a lane early. It happens. So don't give up. No problem. Keep on keeping on. I keep focusing on confirming the kills. And then I try to poke as much as I can. A strategy that I started to take up was I used to just kind of like try to be like very, not passive, but very like trying to be very accurate with the minions and just making sure I last hit them and all that so my lane doesn't push. But I have since tried some new stuff, and now what I like to do is I like to get the minion advantage. So I go in, use the AoE ability, or just focus down the minions as fast as possible. Not all of them, but a few of them. That way, my minions start pushing in, and then I can focus on poking the enemy. Because I find out that a lot of people have a hard time. Like, a lot of people are really good at getting the minion kills and confirming the souls until they have a bunch of bullet pressure on them, and then they definitely their like skills degrade. So yeah, that's my personal way. I like to do a quick push in, get the advantage on the minions, and then focus the enemy hero, just poking at them as much as possible. Yeah, I'm gonna lose some souls because they're going to try to confirm some above me, but I found that like in the end the pressure works, and I end up getting victory in the lane. Now you are also gonna want to buy our early game items as much as possible. Usually I go for like survivability stuff, but I've been playing a lot of tanky characters. But you want to make sure that when you have a soul advantage, you want to make sure you just run back there and go buy from the shop, because that's going to make a huge difference in the early game. Another thing I feel like worth mentioning is, you know, you can have decent communication with your team, and if you need help because the other opponent of the other person's character is better at pressuring and pushing than you, just ask for a gank. You know, the classic gank lane, please. But yeah. Oh, and a side note here, these boxes have items in it. There's like a percentage chance that they have items. So you're going to want to make sure that anytime you go by these boxes that you shoot them or punch them or open them, whatever way you can, because sometimes they give you buffs. Those buffs are permanent buffs throughout the whole game. So the souls are just souls, but the buffs actually last the whole game. So they're super worth looking into. So that's all I have for you for today for part one. Just simple stuff. You know, I'm not a esports legend or anything like that. Just simple stuff. You know, don't give up. Focus on the fundamentals. Focus on confirming. Focus on pressure. Make sure you always buy when you have a money advantage to keep your strength advantage up. You know, simple stuff. Just keep that in mind while you're playing. And definitely enjoy that game, because I have been loving the hell out of Deadlock. And each patch, although sometimes it breaks stuff, it also seems to be getting better each patch. And I cannot wait for this game to come out of early access. So thanks for listening to me yap, and have a good one. See ya.